big numbers and then going down to some smaller numbers. First number is 244.6 million. Do you know what that is? That's the number of physical visits to libraries in England, that's just in England, not Wales, in a year. That's more than the number of people, believe it or not, who attend Premier League football matches in a year. 716,039. That's the number of library visits there have been in a year in Powys. Still a very large number, but it represents 5,411, i.e. the number of library visits per 1,000 of the population. That means, on average, each and every resident of Powys attends a library 5 times a year. And I think that's quite extraordinary when people tell you that the use of libraries is declining. There are thousands of people visiting our library and all of the other libraries in Powys. A much smaller number, a number 2, and I'm going to use this number twice. 2, our library is the second most used library in Powys. This one in our town is the second most used of all of the libraries in the Powys. But then another number 2, and this one I think is really shameful. This decision that we're protesting about here today was taken by just 2 people, 2 councillors who were delegated to take the decision on behalf of us all. I think that that is appalling. A decision like this should be taken by all of the councillors on Powys County Council. But now an even smaller number, and this is a big round fat number, and it's a 0. And that is the number of times that those 2 people have come to Welshpool to come and talk to you, the people of Welshpool, you, the users of Welshpool, to tell you what they want to do and why they want to do it. They haven't had the courtesy to come here to Welshpool and explain their decision. They've been to other places, they've been to all the other towns in Powys to discuss their libraries, but they have not been here. Now, I just want to give you a quote. This is from a children's author called Nicola Davis. Writing about libraries, she said, "A healthy library, like a healthy habitat, is diverse and dynamic. Like species in a rainforest or fishes on a reef, the books on the shelf shift and change with time and season, so that every week there is something new to discover. A healthy library invites the eye and the mind to wander around." Libraries die, she went on to say, when someone with a spreadsheet decided that the internet was now a library. Now, for many people in Welshpool, the library is the internet. If they're going to take advantage of the internet and use it, they can't afford to have a computer at home. They cannot afford broadband. There's thousands of people in that position, and they need to come into our libraries to use the internet. And these days, Powys County Council demand that you use the internet if you want to apply for benefits, for housing, if you want to make a complaint or raise an issue. They expect you to do it by internet. If they're going to do that, they need to provide the facilities to enable people to do that. Now, I'm speaking really on behalf of Welshpool Town Council today, and as you know, we have supported the campaign against the move of the library right from the beginning. And our message to Powys Council is, come and talk to us. Come and talk about the issues that you face and the problems that you arise. We've worked with Powys County Council on many other issues. If it wasn't for Welshpool Town Council, we wouldn't have the day centre for elderly people still open and running. We wouldn't have the tourist information centre. We wouldn't have the street cleaning that we have in Welshpool. We can, working with Powys Council, come up with an answer to this problem and provide a library that people deserve. And we ask Powys Council, come and engage too with the people you are supposed to represent. Explain to them what you want to do and why you want to do it, and listen to what they have to say. And the same applies for the museum too. This museum holds one of the best, in fact probably the only, collections of artefacts from all over Montgomeryshire in one museum. It's a fantastic resource. Thousands of the things that are in that museum have been donated by Welshpool people over generations. That needs proper space to display it all, and it needs space too for proper exhibitions and to have that diverse and changing exhibition that a museum, just like a library, needs in order to survive. So to keep both of these facilities up to the standard that a town like this deserves, they need to be kept separate in separate buildings, and that is what we urge Powys County Council to recognise. Thank you all for coming today. It's been a fantastic display, as indeed was the public meeting the other week, of public feeling on this matter. Keep up the work. We can get this changed. We can get this decision changed. Thank you.